What is going on, guys? Welcome to the brand new YouTube channel. If you're coming over here from TikTok, I seriously appreciate it. Welcome, you guys. And if you're new here, I do post a lot of car and truck videos. For example, here's an LBZ Duramax stuffed in something that you probably shouldn't put a Duramax in. So on this channel, I do plan on uploading more, longer, and in-depth videos on how to do the certain things I'm trying to teach you guys how to do. That made sense, right? Yeah, I think so. For those that are new here, I have been building an LBZ Duramax for the past more or less 4 months of the year, and it is becoming closer and closer to being done. If you're interested in seeing more videos about it, click the link in the bio. My TikTok is linked down there, and you can watch all the videos on the build series so far. So here's how the truck sits as of today. That is not a puddle of oil, I swear to God. That is not. That's water, I think. There's still a lot more to do to this truck. The whole front end needs to be painted. And this week we're going to tackle doing a cowl hood on this truck. So I did the cowl hood on my personal truck a couple years ago, and I just love the way how cowl hoods look. As you can see, we love cowl hoods around here. Oh, you know what I'm going to do real quick? Hold on. Do 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 do. What the fuck are you using that thing for? It's Gandalf's stick. There you go. So all I gotta do is hold the bottom.
Oh yeah, nice. Good thinking.
I think the stick's gonna stay in there. So I've been holding on to this hood for about a year now, and I started cutting it last year. This will be, unfortunately, my third hood that I've built, and I've made a template to make cutting these lines easier. So to get the perfect lines, I discovered that coming over from the body line that's right here and going over about 9 inches.
I wish I was 9 inches.
I know, me too. So the back is measured. So on the back, what is it? 6 or 7? 6.5.
Thought you said it was 7 last video.
It was. So for this specific cut, I like to kind of go off this body line, and it kind of curves in towards the top. So I like to go in straight and then curve it at the end.
Fuck off! Cry about it.
I will.
Good plan.
Alright, I'm ready to start cutting. I'm using Harbor Freight discs, so I'm definitely wearing safety glasses. I don't trust those.
Where's your PPE?
Right here. So when you start cutting this, you want to work yourself up and down the panel. Maybe move to the other side, because you don't want to have too much heat on this panel. It will warp super easily. So once you guys got both of the sides cut, there's glue holding the skin to the inside of the hood, and you want to apply some heat with a map torch just to release that bond.
I said you rocked that.
Alright, we just got the supports made for the hood. As you can see right here, we put in total 4, 1 in the back, 1 in the center, 2 in the center, and then 1 little itty bitty one up front. So the purpose for these supports is to get the angle that I need, and it's going to help later on when I'm going to be welding up the hood. Later on I will be adding more in the middle, because once you start welding here, you're going to start warping the middle. That's why you want the added supports over here. So this is about the angle that we were trying to go for. Nothing too sharp of an incline, but a little bit more subtle, just so you can get this side of the match right here. What kind of scissors are you using?
The ones that make cool shapes when you cut.
I was even gonna say that.
Oh. Hold the whole thing.
We got an elongated triangle. Let's see how this little piece fits up.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, look at that.
Alright, let's get our welding tape up.
Dude, I wish this was metal. This would be so easy. So when making a cowl hood, you never know if you want to go for like a steep transition or if you want a nice smooth transition, because this hood has smooth transitions right here and it just makes the whole hood flow. Yep, that's way better. So we just brought out the angle in the back and it gives it the nice contour. What the fuck's going on here? What are you trying to fucking put a double stack carburetor in there?
Yes!
I got my filler piece cut out, now I'm gonna weld in the rods. You know what sucks? The battery's dead in my helmet. So I can't see shit.
The fuck is this guy doing?
Now that the structure is complete, you can start welding in these side supports. It is the next day. I did not get the battery replaced in my helmet, but I did, however, get this side all mocked up, and it's ready for this side to be transferred to another piece for this side. These hoods are not simple. They're a lot of work. They're very time consuming, and we haven't even started doing body work yet. It is officially time to start welding in some metal on this hood. So unfortunately it is day 3 and it's been kind of hectic around here, so I had other stuff to do. But we're going back on this hood. It is the weekend, so we're gonna bang it out. The back of the hood, I picked up some mesh for it. You can get this anywhere, like a hardware store, Lowe's, Home Depot, really anywhere. Right here in the middle, I drilled 2 plug holes and I made a bracket that's gonna basically go in here and it's gonna support the middle of the hood. Also, if you can see it also, I did leave an indent facing inwards so that I can have the mesh backing up against it. Also, one of the most versatile tools that I own, that I use probably for any type of job. You can get this on Amazon, Google, TikTok shop probably. The part number is 4140. It's a little metal pry tool. Use it for fucking anything. So basically in this application, what I'm using it for is sometimes the sheet metal overlaps with each other. Just stick it in there. It's skinny enough that you can get between the panel gap and you can work around it. It's amazing. And it's also great for plastic, for moving. It's basically a panel popper. It's great. It's like 10 bucks. Buy it. Look at that. So this side's pretty much held in by tacks, and I gotta come in and, like I said, work myself up and down, keep the heat down, and get it fully welded in. But the shape's still there. It's not warped yet, and it's taking shape. It's looking great. So anywhere this piece needs a support, I'm gonna have a hole in the hood, for instance, right here, and I'm gonna slide this rod through, and it's gonna apply a tension to the top, and then you're gonna weld the bottom so that there's no up and down flex. Alright guys, it is 10:20 on a Sunday, and we exceeded where we wanted the hood to be done this weekend. We got more than what we wanted to do. There's still plenty more to do, but I'm happy. We got the whole supports done. We got both sides welded in. We did warp a little bit of the metal. It's gonna happen. You're welding 16, 18 gauge metal, it's gonna warp. We got it banged out. We got it as straight as we can. Tomorrow we're gonna come back and do some body work on it. Here's how it currently looks sitting on a stand. I love the angle. I love how tall it sits in the back. I love everything about it. It's the best hood I've made. After the first hood I made for my truck, I was like, I'm never making one again. And here I am, 2 hoods later. Make another one. I bet there'll be more, but right now I'm saying I'm never making one again. So in total, there is about 14 supports. I wanted this to be as structurally sound as possible because I want to be applying a lot of pressure when I'm sanding this hood, and I don't want it to be uneven. So last night was definitely a long night. Got a lot done. Very happy with how it turned out. So today we're going to work on getting this back of the mesh done. I got a nice red Sharpie and the mesh, and we're going to trace out where it should go. Hope I'm not the only one who uses a cutting wheel like a grinding disc. It just works better. So we got the piece cut out, we're gonna see how it fits. I kind of just eyeballed it completely and hope that it works. And usually it does. We like that when it happens. So when it comes time to attaching this, I'm gonna do the same thing I did for the support, is I'm gonna drill a couple holes and spot weld it, and that should hold it in place. If you're more fancy, you could get like a panel bond, like a high strength glue, and then you can glue the mesh to the metal, but those are like $100 per tube. Welding's free. Alright, let's get the other side done, and hopefully that's the first time too. I totally learned my lesson. Do not grind in front of a camera, because you will ruin the fuck out of a camera lens. I think it's still good. You'll be alright. She's in like glue. That's not going nowhere. Down the highway maybe, because it's a hood, but that's not going nowhere. Weld up in the middle. Spot welds here. Perfect. Now let's do this other side. Getting pretty jealous because this is turning out way better than the hood that's on my personal truck. I like how this mesh looks. There is literally no more metal work I have to do. It's all gonna be body work. Here's the part that any professional body guy should definitely skip. So I'm starting off with short strand fiberglass. Picks up AutoZone O'Reilly's. The cheaper the better. I'm gonna start with one side at a time because it always dries up so fast for me. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this blue stuff. A little bit's a lot for me. Alright, once you got it mixed up, you really want to just focus on the parts that you welded in. And just be... Remember, this shit dries fast, so the quicker you are, the better. Sometimes it helps if you run your finger, just give it a little finger action. Get that nice and gooped up in there. Once side's laid down, I remember how much I hate this stuff, but your only goal is just to cover the welds. So I just got the fiberglass sand on this side, and it came out alright. This stuff's not fun to sand at all. Usually use a file before it dries and you kind of shave it down like a cheese grater. But I usually like to use my pneumatic block sander with 80 grit on it, and it cuts it down pretty quickly. I finished sanding all the fiberglass and I got some bone to lay down on it, and I used a generous amount, a very generous amount. This is the part I hate most about bodywork, is the sanding dust. It covers the entire garage. You could try to be clean about it, but it's just impossible. You can never be clean about sanding body work. It covers you. Your nose is white. It looks like you did a line. So believe it or not, I believe it because I lived it. It has been a week and a half since I last filmed an update on this hood. It's done. It's ready for primer, not paint. So this morning I got the whole bottom primed up, and I seam sealed all the parts that I welded just to make sure any moisture that could possibly bleed through and mess up the bodywork. What's also good news is I started priming all the plastics that are going to be painted for the truck, along with we have a bunch of rock lids to put on the truck, and more plastic pieces that I got to prime. There's so many hours into the bodywork of this hood. So before you prime it, you want to make sure it is as clean as you can get it, because if not, the moment you lay down base in that one spot that you didn't clean, it's going to start to wrinkle or fisheye. Anything you don't want to happen is going to happen. So take a couple minutes, clean this thing really, really fucking good. Because I don't want to deal with that. That's for damn sure. I got my primer all mixed up, and before I do that, I want to hit it all with a tack cloth just to get any loose dirts off it. I mean, I'm doing this with the garage open and the fan blowing right on it, so it's probably not going to help much, but alright, so that went pretty decent. There's nothing weird I see about the bodywork so far. I'm going to give it 10 minutes, come back with another coat, and I'm going to come back heavy. Because there are some pinholes in the Bondo. Sometimes I will admit I'm wrong. I wish I guide coated it before I primed it. Who am I kidding? So all in all, the hood's taking shape pretty nicely. Honestly, I love how it came out. So there were a few pinholes in the Bondo. I just dusted it in with some primer, and that's pretty much as good as filler. Alright. I'm gonna cut the video here. I have been itching to get this video to you guys, and over the next, hopefully week and a half, I'm gonna get everything painted for this truck, and I'll do a final review for everybody. I am fucking stoked to see it's done. It's been in my driveway since June, and tomorrow's October 1st, so it's quite a long time. I'm gonna get this hood sanded, get it ready for paint. I gotta seal it, base it, clear it, and she'll look great after. Alright guys, stay tuned for the next video if you could. Subscribe, that would mean a whole lot to me. And like I said before, I'm excited to see the final product of this truck. It's gonna be a total transformation of how it used to look, and I can't wait to bring it to shows. It's gonna be awesome. So, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.